When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black and the green around me. For in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessing to lead the millions of the heights and the triumph that you well know. Look for me in a world when there is storm. Look for me all around you. For with God's grace I shall come back with countless millions of black men and women who have died in America, those who have died in the West Indies, and those who have died in Africa to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and life.
Sunday the 17th of September, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom and on YouTube for the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Our website has been upgraded and has been made more easily accessible to you. On priestisaacinstitute.com, you will find all that you need for your holistic growth. We offer certified courses in ancient astronomy and ancient archaeoastronomy, as well as our international homeschool program for children of all ages. At priestisaacinstitute.com, we not only offer our books, video documentaries, and webinars, we also have available food preparation courses and cooking classes in the field of raw foods as well as ITIL plant-based cuisines. Do you shop online for your nuts, grains, etc.? We have that too. Get all your necessities from your agave, honey, spices, all your nuts, and so on. Now don't forget our online clothing labeled with our icons. You can get your sweaters, t-shirts, even hoodies. The Tiger's Nest. And speaking of the Tiger's Nest, Radio Anu International, 24-hour internet radio, giving you positive, conscious information and inspiration throughout the day. Again, on the 17th of September 2023, mark the date, from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom or on the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel for the official relaunch of priestisaacinstitute.com. Zoom VIPs will receive a special gift. To get your Zoom link, go to the website priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. 17th of September. Be there. Oh yes, royal family. You already know that we glorify the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. And of course, we're very thankful for your presence with us even at this moment. Definitely you are in tune to Radio Anu TV. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Radio Anu TV, not Radio Anu Television now. We ain't telling no lie through no vision. We telling truth through vision. Definitely give thanks for your presence. Emperor Haile Selassie I is exalted. The Honorable Priest Isaac here with you, definitely keeping the joy. And I just want to hold a meditation with you this evening. I want to speak about the woman in Proverbs 9. You know, I'm going to show you how the Bible is so mystic in its expression, whether you believe in Bible or believe in Bible not, or you want to have some long debate about who wrote it and why it was written and all of that stuff, you're okay. We've passed that stage now. We have definitely gone into the realms of decoding and unraveling what some people want to call the occult. But for sure, you know, definitely want to highlight this evening, Proverbs chapter 9. And it's going to be speaking about the woman wisdom. But I just want to show you how mystically the Proverbs or the scripture is written, that you would read that scripture or read the Bible in general, just as we have shown in many different occasions, many different cases, and you would totally miss the essence of what is being expressed. But anyway, before we go there, let me just remind you that it is this Sunday, the 17th day of September. This Sunday, the 17th day of September, I'm looking forward for everyone to be in the house with me. This is the official relaunch. Again, the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, which is priestisaacinstitute.com. And of course, you would have just seen the ad and all the faculties thereof. But one of the main things that we are highlighting this Sunday is the official launch of the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document. Now, again, we're not in the business of comparing ourselves to no one. We're not trying to tug a war with astrology. We're not trying to say, oh, well, this is the better one. In fact, we don't know what you're talking about. What I do know is that we would have created and organized a precise, concise, and comprehensive reading of the heavenly bodies in relation to your born day or birthday. Now, as you already know, I will be presenting, listen to me, in case you don't know, I will be presenting the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document for the Honorable Priest me, the Honorable Priest Isaac. So in other words, on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 17th day of September, I will be reading from beginning to end, from top to bottom, my natal chart reading document. It's a document. So everyone who will be receiving the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading, you will actually be getting a document. This is what I'm talking about. So it is actually something that you can, put in your archive, something that you will be able to preserve for as long as you live. You could have it forever, basically. And of course, as any natal chart should do, it will highlight again the movements of the heavenly bodies, their location and position, even on the day that you came out of your mother's womb, what people call your birthday. We prefer to say born day because your birth is from creation, but you were born 1990 something. You were born 1980 and plus. You were born on the 27th day of July, or you were born here and there, but your birth is a bit more cosmic. So that's why you hear us say born day. But whatever the case is, family, just make sure that you are in the building on Sunday, the 17th day of September. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful 2-hour session from 2 to 4 p.m. But of course, the highlight of the day will be my presentation. Of course, it's going to be in a semi-lecture form. We got to comment and put a little spice in the pot. But for sure, the point is that after my presentation, you will be able to see for yourself, okay, I get it. The importance of the natal chart reading and how precise it is. In fact, many of you already know the importance of it. And I'm actually almost, to use the term, tempted to give you some more of my natal chart reading. I have it right here. A few programs ago, I would have, started to give you a preview of it, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it all for Sunday. Just come in on Sunday. Obviously there's nothing you have to do but join me on this YouTube channel here. But for sure, we are asking those of you who will desire to be with us on the Zoom link itself, just contact us via the email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. That's priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, or check us on the website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Of course, the link is in the description below. And get your Zoom link for Sunday. Now, you don't have to pay for that. There's no charge for that, But you see, those that will be with us in the Zoom, the VIP Zoom, you will be getting a special gift on that day. And hear this, man. We will be giving you a special offer as it relates to the natal chart reading document. Again, the natal chart reading document, precise, concise, very comprehensive, and goes for a value of only $175. And when I say only, I mean only, because family, I mean, you will see for yourself. It is something that takes a lot of work, a lot of concentration. It is not just saying that the sun was in this constellation and the moon was in this constellation. As you could see, we give it precise coordinates. And then again, if an individual doesn't know exactly what time they were born, then the coordinates reading and the interpretation becomes more broad. That itself is more and more tedious job to perform, to prepare that document for someone who doesn't know the exact time. It's actually easier when an individual knows their exact time. So it's something that takes work. In fact, if you order your natal chart today, you have to give us 7 to 14 days for us to complete it. So it's something we take very seriously. So 175 clams ain't nothing too big to hurrah about. Believe it, take it from me. And hear this. Listen to me, man. Those who will be in the Zoom link on that day, those who will be in the Zoom platform with us on that day, which is the 17th day of September, they will be able to purchase their natal chart for only $75. Not $175, that's the price, $175. But you'll be able to purchase it for $75 if you are in the Zoom link. So those of you who will not be in the Zoom link, you will not be able to get such an offer. And I'm telling you, straight up, I'm telling you, this is not religion. This is not astrology. This is just reality. You will see for yourself. That's all. You will see for yourself. We ain't trying to force nothing down your throat. Just make sure you're in the house on Sunday, and you will see for yourself. By the time I am halfway through my presentation, you'll be saying, yeah, I need one of them documents, Ras. I need to be able to show my children exactly what was taking place in the heavens, even when they were born. This ain't no joke. So just be there, that's all. And for those of you who know for sure you're gonna get a copy of your natal chart, contact us and get your Zoom link. It's free. The Zoom link is free. And let me tell you, we have special offers throughout the day. Anyone who will be purchasing from our international food store on that day, once you're purchasing from our international food store on that day, that's our holistic food store, by the way, you'll be definitely getting a free copy of our brand new ebook, which is the Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy, the Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy. And you'll also be getting a copy of The Night of the Black Tiger. And of course, as the ad would have already showed you, from you are an individual who, orders your food, your nuts, your seeds, your grains, even the natural soaps and these things that have to do with your beauty, online. Even if you don't order them online, you can begin to order them online. You don't have to get up. You don't have to swing the engine. You don't have to go down to the store or wherever you go. You could definitely contact us at the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge, holistic food store. And remember now, if you purchase anything from the holistic food store on the 17th of September, listen to me good. If you purchase anything, even if it's just a bag of nuts from the holistic food store at any value on the 17th day of September, that's the day of the relaunch of our website, you'll definitely get once again, a free copy of the brand new book, The Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy, and you will get a free copy of the video documentary, The Night of the Black Tiger. And keep this in mind, family, this is very important, that you can buy in bulk as it relates to, the holistic food store. And of course, it's definitely more economical for you. As you could see in our family, we are about kingdom building, empire building. That's what we are on. We dealing with an educational system, health system, commerce, all things that are needed, infrastructure, anything that is needed for a government. So the generations coming after must say, well, yeah, these brothers and sisters did all they could do to bring us thus far, and it's up to us now to continue the journey. Yeah, we can't just be around here talking and smacking and laughing and commenting on every little fly that passed by, and we don't have no works to show for exactly what we are dealing with. An education system, that's why, we are very honored to say that we would have championed the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge International Homeschool Program. And right now we have a new and improved international homeschool program where you can literally get lifetime membership, family, lifetime membership. So all of these aspects will be highlighted this Sunday once you are in the house. Right now, the homeschool program has more videos, more activities, more content. Yeah, definitely, children approved and parents recommended. So just make sure you're in the house to be a part of that this Sunday, the 17th of September. And as far as the specials, as it relates to even the whole holistic food store, you don't have to be in the Zoom link for that. That goes for everyone. But as it relates to your natal chart reading document, only those that are in the Zoom link will be able to get the special offer and receive their natal chart reading document on that day. So just contact us, family, and let us get your natal chart reading in order, and let us get your Zoom link. That's really what I'm saying. Let us get your Zoom link for you, definitely, for Sunday. All right. Now, as I said, I want us to go into reasoning right now. This is the book of Proverbs 9. Open the book to Proverbs 9. But before we go there, let me just remind you once more of exactly what is taking place.
Sunday, the 17th of September, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom and on YouTube for the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Our website has been upgraded and has been made more easily accessible to you. On priestisaacinstitute.com, you will find all that you need for your holistic growth. We offer certified courses in ancient astronomy and ancient archaeoastronomy, as well as our international homeschool program for children of all ages. At priestisaacinstitute.com, we not only offer our books, video documentaries, and webinars, we also have available food preparation courses and cooking classes in the field of raw foods as well as ITIL plant-based cuisines. Do you shop online for your nuts, grains, etc.? We have that too. Get all your necessities from your agave, honey, spices, all your nuts, and so on. Now don't forget our online clothing labeled with our icons. You can get your sweaters, t-shirts, even hoodies. The Tiger's Nest. And speaking of the Tiger's Nest, Radio Anu International, 24-hour internet radio, giving you positive, conscious information and inspiration throughout the day. Again, on the 17th of September 2023, mark the date, from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom or on the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel for the official relaunch of priestisaacinstitute.com. Zoom VIPs will receive a special gift. To get your Zoom link, go to the website priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. 17th of September. Be there.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, family, give thanks again for your presence. And of course, we give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life. Now, as I promised you, I want to go into the book of Proverbs, chapter 9. I'm not going to even tarry. Verse 1. Wisdom hath built her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. Now, before I even go any deeper than that, I think we already established in a previous program when we were speaking about the value of the woman, that wisdom now, number one, is a woman. As you could see, wisdom is a she and a her. But in that other chapter of the Proverbs, wisdom was showing you that before God created anything, she was there with the God. In the beginning, before the worlds were formed, wisdom was there with the Most High. So even when you hear us talk about, not us really, but you hear ones speak of let us make man. So who are the us that made the man? Because wisdom was there with the Most High. And it's obvious, no us can make nobody unless it's male and female. I don't care what the QGL, whatever, however you can rearrange the letters. I don't care what nobody say. There's no us making nobody. This is not adoption now. There's no us making nobody unless it's a he and a she. So the she, which is wisdom, the wise mind, was there in the beginning. That's God's wife. In the beginning with the Most High. A he and a she. Male and female. It's only natural. Wisdom hath built her house. I want you to follow this, eh? What did wisdom do? She built her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. You know, that's deep within itself. 7 pillars of creation, 7 pillars of wisdom, 7 days of the strong, the 7 chakra, and we can just go into the 7 stars. We can go into it. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. And of course, as vegan and plant-based and Rastafari, we're not killing beasts, but this is very symbolic. What it's showing you is that she is preparing a table. That's why when God met Abraham in the fields of Mamre, Abraham sent, or Abraham at the time, sent for Sarah or Sarai to go and kill a fatted calf. It's all symbolic. A sacrifice was made and a feast was prepared. So wisdom in her beauty, who we love, the wife of God, wisdom hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. That's wisdom. You know what wisdom gone and do. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. What did wisdom do? She sent forth her maidens, other wise damsels. And now she crieth upon the highest places of the city. So wisdom now has gone to the highest places of the city. I want you to follow this good, because we're talking about who? Wisdom. You sure it's wisdom? Yes, it's wisdom, because wisdom has built her house. Okay. Yeah. She had hewn her 7 pillars. No argument from me. All right. She killed her beast, mingled her wine. That means she get a feast together. And look, she has furnished her table. Sounds good to me. Then she sent out her maidens. Go and invite people. Oh, you're so sure. Read the story. She hath cried. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. Hear what she said, the man. Whoso is simple. Let him turn hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him, come, eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Then she goes on to say, forsake the foolish and live and go. But before we read all of that, let's just examine what has been said here in verse 4 and verse 5. So after sending out her maidens, let's be clear who we're talking about here, Wisdom. After Wisdom sent out her damsels to go and collect people to come and check her wisdom. Wisdom is serious, eh? Who is this Wisdom again? She was there from creation. Oh, okay. When the scripture said, when God said, let us make man, it is Wisdom he was talking to. No, who he was talking to. Be careful. Don't give me no stupidness. I don't care what they taught you in Sunday school. This is real school now. When God, is God a man? Yes. Well, there you go. You can't tell me he's a next fella. He told, let us make a next fella. Impossible. So God told Wisdom. In fact, the scripture already clearly showed you. Haven't you read in Isaiah where God said he had two wives? Oholiah and Aholiab, Jerusalem and Samaria. Whether it's symbolic or not, the point is God deals with wives. God deals with the feminine gender. So let us make man again. God created the cattle. When the cattle said, let us make calf, it wasn't two bulls. They don't do that. God created the sheep. When the sheep said, let us create lambs, it wasn't two rams that said, let us create lambs. It had to be a ram and a ewe. So the point is male and female. So Wisdom now, the original sheep, has built her house. So this is more than house, because house is a very symbolic term. Remember, house is not just a place where, you know, four walls and a roof. The term house, that's why the sun goes through its houses, the zodiac constellation. Don't believe the White House is just a house. And then you have Melbourne House, big old building. It's not just a house. Then you have in your school fraternity, you have blue house and green house. Who painted the house blue? It's not a house like a home house. It's a term. You know, even within the bubble order, they said a woman gone in house. Sometimes she don't really go nowhere different, you know, but she just in house. So house is a very interesting term. So she building her house is deep. It's a cosmic thing. It's not necessarily, you know, get some cement and let's mix some concrete. It's bigger than that. So Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars, the 7 pillars of creation. And she sacrificed the beast now and prepared the wine and furnished the table ready for the supper. And she tell her servants, go and get people to come. And she herself cried upon the highest places of the city. And what did she say? Whoso is simple, what do you mean by that? What do you mean whoso is simple? What does it mean to be simple? That she's crying and she's saying, hey, those of you who are simple, you come. Those of you who wanteth understanding, you come. That's what she said. So what does it mean to be simple? Now, you would always hear Christ comes for the simple. That's why he comes lowly. He comes for who? The poor and have not. That is why they refer to these sort of people as humble folk. Humble folk, the simple. Yet still, it also applies to just the simplicity of thought, meaning that you're not taken up with too many things of the world. You're not into too much of the glamour and the clamor. You know, not into the bling and the thing and the sing, but you are concentrating on righteousness. That's why it says, you know, straight is the way, you know, that leadeth to salvation, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. The straight and narrow, they call it. It's a simple way, just a simple thing. So when the mind is simple, an individual who is really seeking to just do right and praise the Lord and not really caught up with anything else too confusing, that's a simple person technically. So he that is simple. You see a monk and people who give up all their worldly possessions and just go and wrap up in a sheet and just sit down in the temple all day long. They're considered simple. And again, simplicity could be of mind. It doesn't mean you're simple to the point you want to be poor and you give away everything. You know, you could still be well off, well-to-do, and even rich and whatever, and still have a simple way of thinking. Yeah, of course, because you know what to do with your wealth in your simple, humble way. Many other simple people get fed because of you. So the point is, it's a mind frame, and even you know, a situation, a circumstance. Whoso is simple, let him turn hither. You get it? Yeah, man. And as for him that wanted understanding, how does that sound to you? That sounds to me like someone who is seeking. I want to understand. She said unto him, come, eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. I think that is very clear. I don't think there is no dispute there. I'm just trying to highlight, to me, the beauty of the poetry of the Bible. Very good. Then it goes on to say, I haven't hit the point yet, eh? The punchline hasn't come yet, so just be humble. Verse 6, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth himself shame. What does that mean? He that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. It says wicked man, really. So I want to be grammatically correct. But as Bobo Shanti, when we see man and connected to wicked, because man is God, you know, the man of right, and men, it's some serious etymology when you study Old English. So the wicked man getteth himself a blot. But hear what this is really saying. So when you reprove a scorner, what does that mean? What does it mean to reprove? Correct. When you correct someone, especially when you correct them with a little stern vibe, like, come on, man, you know better than that. A scorner now is a scorner. A scorn is just like the wicked man. You know? When you rebuke them, when you tell them they're wrong, you get it yourself a blot. You get it yourself shame, because they cannot take correction. This is why the very same Proverbs would tell you, he that argues with a fool will never win. I mean, the Proverbs is full of some real key gems. When you utilize these gems, I would encourage anybody to make sure you read your Proverbs. All the Bible that you're burning, make sure you tear out the Proverbs before you throw it away. You know what I mean? The Proverbs are life key elements. Religion, it gone beyond religion, Rasta. The Proverbs, soft answer, turn it away, wrath. You better believe it. So he that reproveth a scorner, it's a shame, because he's not going to listen to you. And he's showing you that when you know what I mean, try to help the wicked man and show him where it's like a blot unto yourself. Verse 8, reprove not the scorner. Imagine that, like it said, leave him alone. Lest he hate thee. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
Hear that? Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Rebuke, not just correct, rebuke. That is why one of the Psalms say, or is it a proverb? Let the righteous smite me. I think it's a psalm. Let the righteous smite me. It shall not break the head, but shall be an excellent oil. Imagine that. Let the righteous smite me. You know what smite means? Smite means when somebody smite you, it's they hit you. Now, the poet doesn't actually mean to hit, but he's saying that the correction that the righteous will give may be so harsh that it comes down as if the righteous is smiting you. And then he goes on to say, after explaining that, hey, leave him alone, let him smite me. It shall not break the head. So obviously, that means the smite that you're getting from this righteous is to the degree where it could have cracked your skull. And you're saying, don't worry, don't cry for me. This ain't doing me nothing. In fact, it's doing me a lot. It will not break the head. It is an anointing oil. That is how a righteous person, a simple person, takes correction from a holy person, from another righteous person. Even if it may appear to come across a little rough. We don't want no sissy around here. You don't hear what it says, man. Clearly, let him smite me. That's why it says here, rebuke a wise man. Rebuke. When you rebuke somebody's judgment, like, yo, just move from me. That's what you do. Yo, papa. Wow, straight up. I really did that. Wow. Boy, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. My Lord, give thanks. Pardon me, pardon me. That's a wise man. You can rebuke him. He will love you. The 9th verse says, give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me who that? Wisdom still talking here, Okay. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. This is wisdom talking. The woman of ancient, the she that was there before the worlds were formed, wisdom. The she that built her house and erected the 7 pillars, the wise mind, wisdom, follow me good. Then it goes on to say, for if thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. All right, get serious now. Who? A foolish woman is clamorous. We'd say women too, but yeah. This can't be talking about wisdom anymore. I don't think so, because this is a foolish woman. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Wow. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Now here is the word simple again, but this simple sounds a bit different. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Now hold on, what does that sound like to you? Well, a clamorous woman, foolish, clamorous woman, simple, And simple means, man, in that case, man, she's just simple, man. Let's put it this way. Whatever beauty a woman may possess, whatever form or shape that may catch your eye as a man, any right thinking man, any right thinking mature man, and even if you're not too mature, would delight or desire the company of a woman that has a level of intelligence, a level of knowledge and wisdom as well. It's just reality. Not to be simple, not just giggling after every butterfly that flies. Simple, because when you're simple like that, you're easily led in all sorts of directions by all sorts of people. Everybody know what that's like, a simple woman. Hear what it says, and knowing knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house. And sometimes, the reality is the environment and upbringing would have made many women simple. Now sitting at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their way. And it goes on to say, who is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she say unto him, hold on. No, she didn't say hold on. I'm saying hold on here. Let me get this straight. Who we talking about here? We talking about a foolish woman. Okay, the same clamorous woman. Yes. All right. The same one that is simple. Yes, we're not talking about wisdom here. Which wisdom? The wisdom that built her house and brought down the 7 pillars? Yeah, that's not who we're talking about. Of course not. This is the exact opposite of wisdom. This is foolishness. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a clamorous, foolish woman. This is not the wise woman. I hear you. I get you now. Yes, she is simple and she knoweth nothing. All right. And what does she do? Who? The foolish woman. The clamorous one? Yes. Okay. Did she build a house? She don't build not a thing. She sit at the door of her house. I don't know who built it for her. On a seat in the high places of the city. Okay, hold on. Now, I don't know who built her house, but house is mentioned. Yes. And when wisdom now, in verse 3, when she sent out her maidens, she cried upon the highest places of the city. What you trying to say? Well, it says here that in the verse 14, for she sitteth at the door of her house and on a seat in the high places of the city. Wisdom also went into the highest places of the city to call people. Wisdom did that. Yeah, it's there in verse 3. Wisdom went to the highest places of the city. Wisdom sent out her maidens to go catch people to come to her, wisdom. And then she, wisdom, went to the highest places of the city to call people. Oh, okay. So the foolish woman now, opposite of wisdom, who is clamorous, she also went to the highest places of the city to call passengers who go right on their ways. Oh, okay. Verse 16 says, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, but wait, hold on. Whoso is simple? Yeah. Simple, yeah. But that's the same thing that was said about wisdom. It says here, she hath sent forth her maidens. This is wisdom now, not the foolish woman. We're talking about wisdom. Wisdom. She hath sent forth her maidens wisdom. She cried upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple. This is what wisdom is saying. Whoso is simple. Now we have to understand this. We already explained what simple means in the context of wisdom. So whoso is simple, let him turn hither. So the narrator is showing you basically when wisdom cries, those who are simple will hear the voice. Those who are seeking the truth of wisdom will hear the call, because we are simple. We are humble. We're waiting for that call. We're seeking for God. I hear it, and we turn. We want understanding, and we turn. And then she said unto us, who come unto her, come and eat my bread and eat and drink of the wine that I've made good. Very good. But I'm trying to show you, family, that at the end of this same chapter, a foolish woman appeared. And this foolish woman also have a house. And this foolish woman go to the high places of the city. And this foolish woman called to passengers who go right on their way. And hear this, the narrator say, whoso is simple, let him turn hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she said unto him, but hold on, wait, isn't it the simple? Whoso is simple, turn unto the wisdom. That's a different type of simple. What do you mean it's a different type of simple? This whoso is simple is like the foolish woman. Remember, the foolish woman is simple too. Verse 13 shows you that the foolish woman is clamorous, and she is simple, and knoweth nothing. Not that we're mocking anybody who's ignorant in a specific subject, but a lot of people purposely don't want to know nothing. Anything educational come on, they want to turn the channel and watch something foolish. So they stay in their ignorance purposely. They don't read no book. They don't even listen news, although news will confuse you, I agree. But they have no inkling whatsoever of what's taking place geopolitically, anywhere at all on the planet whatsoever. So they are simple. They have no knowledge of chemistry, biology, history. They don't want to know. No other language, nothing. It's like dumb. So that is simple. That's why the scripture says the people perish for not just because the lack of knowledge, but they reject knowledge. That's what it says. They reject knowledge. Knowledge came to them. Not that they didn't have it. It came to them and they rejected it. Whoso is simple, let him turn hither. And him that wanted understanding, these people want understanding. They don't want it. They don't yearn for it. They want it in the sense that they are found wanting. They lack it. That's the English for you, eh? So when it comes to wisdom, those who are simple, they turn unto wisdom. And that simplicity is a simplicity of living. That simplicity is a simplicity of thought. Even in one sense, in a simplicity of condition, because he comes for the poor and the have not, to lift them out of the dunghill. But also, it is the simplicity of the mind that is seeking the Most High. He who is simple, turn hither. He who wanted understanding, he who is seeking the truth, turn hither unto wisdom. That only makes sense. What else could it mean? And then now the foolish woman now, opposite of wisdom. Do everything wisdom do. Go on the high places and call. And hear this, those who are simple, turn hither. what kind of simplicity is this now? It's not the same simplicity. It's simplicity of the brain. It's the lack of knowledge and purposely set in that way to be so-called simple. So to be ignorant, to have lack of knowledge and totally regard intuition. Remember, the woman, the clamorous, foolish woman, was described as being simple. So you already get an idea of what this simplicity is about. It's not the simplicity of chapter 9, verse 3. It's a different level of simplicity now. The clamorous woman, foolish woman, that's the simplicity. And those who are foolish and simple, just like her, will go on to her. That's what ignorance does. Even just to understand biology, family, I mean, to get deep here, because the symbolism of a prostitute is being used, because that's what she is really, you know. It's a real level of ignorance, even if you have knowledge. It's a level of ignorance for a man to go on to a woman that has been shared by several men, maybe several times in the night. I mean, just knowledge alone would make you say, hey, no, man. When you understand even biology and fluids and liquids and all these different things, that alone, just knowledge, would help you to make sensible decisions, plus common sense and the simplicity of heart to be right. But those who are simple, no knowledge, don't care, just don't care. And even if they have knowledge, they're just simple in their behavior, simple in their discipline. And those who want it, understand it. Not that they want it, not that they desire it. They are found wanted. They go on to the same foolish woman. And hear what the foolish woman tell them: stolen water are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Remember, wisdom also said, nothing about stolen and nothing about secret, but wisdom said, come and eat my bread and drink of the wine that I have made good. So poetically now, I'm not trying to create a debate here. And this is about, oh, the Bible contradicts itself. That's not where I am at all. I'm actually just highlighting the beauty of the poetry of the book. Because to me, that's poetry. I love classical poetry, and that's poetry. You know, you could read that and don't even pick up the poetry there. You know, so in other words, the same pattern of the wisdom is the exact same pattern that we are getting for the foolish woman. That's the point that we are making there, and that is extremely deep, because both of them go through the same pattern, and they're the exact opposite. They're the exact opposite. Remember, wisdom is wisdom, wise mind. And of course, foolishness is foolishness. You can't get away from that. And the both of them at their houses, the both of them go to the highest places. The both of them call unto the people to come unto them. Tell him to come unto them. It's man they call into. And the both of them are described as, or the people coming unto them are described as the simple. So the simple go unto wisdom, and the simple go unto the foolish woman. But it's two different types of simples. The simple, he who wanted to understand it, goes unto the foolish woman, and he who wanted to understand it, go unto wisdom. But it's two types of wanted understanding. And wisdom tell them, eat my bread and drink my wine. And the foolish woman say, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant, and all of that stuff. Imagine that. And again, it is the poetry of it that I am highlighting. And this is why too, you know, even before we go, what do you think of that phrase, faith without works is vain, and works without faith is dead? What do you think of that phrase there? That's not as simple as we have it, you know. We say it, and somehow we think that it is equated, one side is equated with the other side. And I am telling you, that is not the case at all, you know. So I just want to say something about that, the work without faith and the faith without work concept. After this message here, we will get into that. Go nowhere.
Prosperity is a herbal remedy that has been naturally designed to nourish the prostate gland. Prosperity uses a combination of leaves, roots, and barks to create a tincture designed to nourish your prostate gland. It also will assist in prostate-related issues such as erectile dysfunction, swollen prostates, and problems related to the passage of urine. Call or WhatsApp 728-8289, 728-8289 and get your bottle today. Prosperity.
All right, and of course, just reminding you, of course, that it is the 17th day of September, the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website. And just reminding you, it is the official launch of the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading. On that day, I will be presenting to you fully from beginning to end, top to bottom, my Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document. You'll be able to see it on the screen. You know, definitely you'll be able to get your copy at the end of it from as soon as my own is sealed up. As soon as I seal my presentation, everybody will be able to get their copy of the natal chart reading document. You just have to put in your request. Remember, those of you who will be in the VIP Zoom link, you will get a very special price as it relates to your Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading. Again, it is precise, concise, comprehensive reading of the heavenly bodies in relation to your born day. And again, listen, you can say what you want. I think you should just hold on until you see our presentation on Sunday, and then if you think you still got something to say, I will listen. I would listen. I would read your comment. I would, whatever the case is, because I mean, come on. When we seal up that, nobody have anything to say. I mean, it's not no religious expression. It's not nothing we're trying to convince nobody about. It's just naturally what the heavens was saying when you were born. That's all. But we have done it in a very precise and again concise and again very comprehensive, very easy to understand fashion and style that we would have prepared for you. It's a document, you know, something you can preserve, something you can have, something you can share with your friend and family as it relates to that. So looking forward to presenting that, family, looking forward to everyone being in the house. Tell a friend, share the link, share this link that we have for this evening's program. Like the video that you're watching right now, press the thumbs up button, just press it. And I mean, so many people here with us,
press the thumbs up button and let it go high, sky high, and share the link again, and let your friends know that you're watching a radio anu, a TV, telling truth through a vision. Now, I was asking you that whole concept of faith without works is vain, and works without faith is dead. Now, that's two different things. Now, imagine a person has faith, but they don't have any works. There's nothing to show their faith. They may have the faith. They believe in this faith from their heart, but for whatever reason, the actions are not being seen. They keep it to themselves. Maybe their little family circle, whatever, but it's just not seen because they're those that have the faith, and they go out their way to not to show their works, but to produce works. You see their works, but they're not doing it to show it to you, but you just happen to see their works. So they utilize their faith and they create works. Whether it's just like the man that gave the 3 servants talents. One he gave 5 talents, one he gave 3 talents, one he gave 1 talent. And he them good because the one with the 1 talent buried his talent. The one with the 5 talent and the 3 talent, turned over their talent, that when the master returned, they had more talent to give him, and he was pleased with them. Gave them, land, house, take my daughter, money, they were well set. But the fella that buried his old rusty talent, the man, firing squad. I could imagine if he didn't even bring back that talent, he came empty-handed, they would chop him into pieces. But the point is, your talent now, in that scripture, in that story, for those who know the story, and for those who don't know the story, talent represents money. A talent is like a dollar, a talent. But of course, talent, you have a talent, your ability, your gift. So when you read that story, and it is what it was called, a parable. It was a parable Christ was giving. So it's not no real story, it was a parable. But I do dare say some of the things in the Bible we consider real stories are parables too. So in this parable, the man gave, which is the man is symbolic of God, gave his servants talents. That means he gave them money in the story, but in the symbolic way, he gave them different gifts and different abilities, whatever it is, whether it's the jump and talk or swim, but he gave them talents. And they took their talent and created more talent. Not necessarily more gift, but created more talent in the sense of money. So that is what an individual is supposed to do with their talent. The ability that you have, the gift that you have, the whatever is special and unique about you, you're supposed to take that talent and create talent, turn it into business, turn it into an enterprise. That is why so-called work that is done, that you love, is not really work. It's not a job. It's an occupation because you're occupied with it, but it's not work. It's hard. It's definitely not no job, because it's your talent, something that you love, and you're utilizing it to create more talent, money, finance, build an empire, launch another company. That's what it's all about. So when you take your God-given gift and you just sit on it and don't do nothing with it, you just bury it like the fella that got the 1 talent. That's faith without works. And faith without works, you have the talent, you have the faith there, you have it, but you are not doing anything with it. Faith without works is dead. No, it's vain. Yeah, vain. Well, it's technically dead to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you have the works without faith. That one dead. How so?
Works without faith. What is works without faith? This gets serious now. We got to go back to faith again. What is this faith? Because faith is another broad word. What's faith? Religion? What's faith? When you have faith in something, that means you trust it. You depend on it. You believe in it. That is why a so-called religion, a concept, an ideal, especially of God, is considered a faith, because you trust it. This is why now, works without faith, you may be surprised, comes down, at least on this angle, to hypocrisy. Let's just take in the religious world. Now, the true faith is Rastafari. But what I'm going to explain, I don't really see it in far right. At least not yet, because maybe we haven't grown that big yet. But in the religious world, listen to me good, where you have Christianity, Islam, whatever, and you see a lot of these big mega churches, mega mosques, millions of dollars they collecting every Sunday. And so, yeah, man, all over the world. Some of these very same churches and establishments will tell you, we have a feeding program. They do have a feeding program where children get their breakfast. Children do get breakfast. Children get school bags and books and clothes and uniform and this and that. And we help bury mommy when she's dead. And we build a house for grandfather over there. They do some works. But on the flip side of all of that, these same people are enriching themselves. Don't tell me that this is not happening. These same people, I'm talking about enriching themselves on the backs of the poor, not for the benefit of the same poor, but for the benefit of themselves, and doing it in a way that makes it appear as if, which they really are, feeding the children and housing somebody down the road and helping this person and this person. And again, they may be doing it. Don't get me wrong, they may be doing it. But they don't just do it from their heart. They literally sit down and connive in their mind, like, hey, okay, we're gonna start this little fund here. And we're gonna feed about 100 children. But we're gonna get the kickback and the tax return and this and that. And when we get that, we can split that in 4. What do you say, Bill? Yeah, people do that. I know you think everybody nice. People do that. Now hear the mistake. This is why this is hypocrisy to the worst. Because for you to perform the works of the faith, that means you have to know the faith. For you to perform the works of the faith, you have to have a knowledge of the faith. So that means you either had the faith, maybe you still have the faith, but you just don't have the discipline. Or maybe you know the faith can rake in the dough, so you utilize the faith. Works without faith. That's why it's dead. That's why it's a bit more than just faith. Because now it has come down. You see, faith without works is like somebody just lazy and they have the faith, they bury their talent, they're procrastinating. I mean, again, that's dead too, you know. But then now works, that means what works means something is happening. That means this person or group is doing works, something you can literally see. To the point that if you didn't know yourself, you would believe that, hey, this is some faith-powered works. But it's just works without the faith. Even if it is pretending to have the faith, oh Lord, that makes it worse. That's why it's dead. That's why it's dead. Because again, to perform the works of the faith, you have to know the faith. You would have studied the faith. You are tantamount to a spy. Yeah. When you're performing works without faith. Because works mean, works is not what people see and look. No, that's not works. Works mean people's lives are being affected. Again, that's why I use the example of feeding children, housing old people, bringing, I guess, maternity, health, all of these things. That's works, When you can establish clinics for the sick and all of that, and really, that is works. So works can fool you because the works may be empty shell because there's no faith. Not because of lack of faith or lack of knowledge of the faith. And then that's another level. That is another level all by itself. Because you see how I use the word of religion or Christianity. Okay, let's put it this way. I myself know some beautiful brothers that are pastors, Beautiful brothers. I know one, I wouldn't call his name, just had a summer camp the other day and, doing a lot of works, trying to uplift young boys, as they call them, and so forth. And although I'm not putting my neck on the block for no one, I would say that this brother here and others are genuine in the works that they're doing, and they're doing works. Not to rob nobody, not to steal from the kitty that's collected, no. In fact, when it falls short, them same brothers put their money in. So they're good brothers, pastors, But if we want to get serious, their faith is toxic. Their belief is off. So in the sense of the faith that the scripture talking about, it's a very precise faith. It's not my faith and your faith now. It's the faith. So works without faith. Because listen, all of these proverbs here have different dimensions, Because we could take it out of the spiritual realms of faith and just bring it into your realms totally, wherein you are toiling day and night for some sort of achievement, and you yourself moving like an empty shell because you're just doing it maybe to accomplish something or to do what society says you have to do, or to make somebody feel like you're doing something, but it's not from your heart. That's works without faith. That also is very dead. So even the good brothers that are trying their best from their heart to heal society from the pulpit of Jesus, because that so-called faith is from the pit of damnation. All the great works that these genuine brothers are doing is works without the faith. And that also is dead. So faith without works is vain. And works without faith, many different levels, is dead. That is the reality of such. Hey, family, I think I would have spent a good moment with you this evening. Give thanks for even staying with us. And of course, I'm encouraging you to contact me and get your Zoom link. Get your Zoom link for Sunday
so you can sup with us in the Zoom hall. Many blessings for those who will be in the VIP Zoom, and still many blessings for everyone who will be with us on Sunday for the launch, the relaunch, as I said, of the international, the website of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. And remember, there's a special gift or gifts for everyone who would be purchasing from the Holistic Food Store on that day. Whatever you purchase, even if it's just a little pack of quinoa, once you make a purchase on the Holistic Food Store on that day on our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, you will be getting a free copy of the book, The Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy, and you will also be getting a free copy of The Night of the Black Tiger. And that's just the beginning of the blessings for that day, you know. Just stay close. There's more blessings to come where everyone could definitely get blessed. Everyone can get blessed, because if you get your Zoom link, you know, you don't have a free gift coming to you. You don't have to buy it, nothing. Just come and get your Zoom link and you don't have a gift for starters. And then you're already in a position when you get your Zoom link to get a special price on the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document. So family, listen, it's going to be a beautiful, wonderful day. I'm looking forward to your presence. Life giver, the keeper of life. Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. We give thanks. Bless.